Hi, this is Mistress Servalan. I'm going to shut the door behind me and take you into my amazing dungeon, Carisbrook. I was just giving my friend Mistress Winter from New York a bit of a little tour on my iPad because we've been ganging up on my personal slave for a live plus cam domination session. And I thought it might be fun to give everyone else a bit of a tour and you can see what it's like, what Carisbrook is like. So this is my favourite chair where I sit when I'm having a chat to people. The sub would be sitting over there on the chair, trying not to get too distracted and look around and wonder just what all these things are. There's quite a bit of them. So getting up again, there's my little awards from DomCon LA when I was special guest of honour there. And if we walk in here, oh, there's me. You can see the most secret little room. When the curtains are crossed, you can't see that it's here, which is the sling room, or as my friend Irene Boss called it, the booty room. And of course, like all these naughty things, it has a mirrored ceiling. So you can watch yourself being, well, having terrible, wonderful things happening. So I'm not going to get a chance to go through every single piece of gear. There's the dog box and the body bag and hoods and gags and all sorts of things, all floggers and straps and paddles hanging up, the chain web, which I use a lot for bondage, one of my latex body bags hanging behind, motorised suspension, which is fantastic. I use it a lot for full suspension, but also just for getting people up on their toes, for example, while I give them a whipping. And if you look in this cabinet, you can see just a small selection of the various toys that I've got, because I generally like to keep things looking not too cluttered. I mean, it's very easy for a dungeon to look cluttered when you've got a lot of stuff, but I try and keep it sort of organised and packed away. Plus I have a lot of different play areas, so things can just end up, you know, upstairs or downstairs or roundabout somewhere. So let's have a look. There's the A-frame, which I love. Oh, look at this. There's the Venus 2000. Now that's always a very entertaining way of giving someone a forced orgasm. Famous milking machine. There's some more leather bondage stuff, hoods and gags and cocksucker's mirror and bondage belts and some metal gear and all sorts of things hanging up there. And we'll go up the stairs past the cell. So I'll take you up the stairs. Hopefully it won't make you feel too seasick watching me having to walk up here. And we come up to this area. Now here's another one of my throne-like chairs where I love sitting and watching while someone's locked in one of these bondage devices. That's an inversion rack I bought recently from Fetters in the UK. There's the St Andrew's cross and the leather straitjacket and the fabulous Fetters whipping bench. So I think it's actually a whipping, spanking, nipple torture, cock and ball torture and strap-on bench. Very versatile. Or in the standing cage. Another thing I really like about this is the fact that I can have people, there's a mirror here, so if I have someone on their knees worshipping my feet, they can see themselves in the mirror. And of course I can see my own feet too, which is generally quite an entertaining sight. I like to be able to see someone's facial expression even while they're devotedly paying attention to them. So you may have caught a little sight. Oh, look at that over there. What are all those frilly things? Cross-dressing land. Oh, look, and there's my slave getting on with some cleaning. It's good having slaves. That's what I always say. It's good to be the queen. I may only be queen of Carisbrook, but it's a pretty nice domain for me. So I'm going to come down the stairs and take you for another little walk over through here. Past the kitchen, don't have a look in there. There's a little tea set and all those sorts of things. And here is my schoolroom. As people know, I love headmistress role play. As you can see, a naughty boy has obviously been here, having to write on the board, "I must not daydream in class." Needs a bit of work on his handwriting, doesn't he? And there's the portrait of Her Majesty, which was the official portrait for Australia. And I can't imagine what she would think of this. Look, some rude person has drawn a penis on the board. I think it must be one of Mistress Jadis's slaves, because it appeared when I wasn't here. Or maybe it was Charlotte who's just there cleaning. Someone needs to get a thrashing. You can see there's a selection of torzas and my Mistress Servalan paddle and the school map of Australia. And then literature, a few bits and pieces. This is actually my father's school badge and a little engraving of the school that he went to. So a bit of family heritage. Now if we go through past the dark kitchen again, because I'm not turning the lights on so you can see the cups, and up the stairs, and we come to the north floor, which is where it's a much more sort of inviting domestic environment. You'll find there's even a little playpen for age play for people who like that sort of thing than if you're looking over the other way. Though I do love this. There's poor Charlotte cleaning. I do love this Juliet balcony, both for me to have a view on everything, but also I can put people in bondage up from this point and have them able to view themselves in the mirror and really get tormented. Excuse my bare feet. I'm always walking around in bare feet a lot in the dungeon. I absolutely adore all my beautiful shoes, but I also like just having my feet firmly on the ground. And speaking of shoes, this is a selection of the cross-dressing shoes and knee-high boots and thigh-high boots. There's a few of the wigs. I don't have this area perfect yet, so they're not all out on display. There's a lot of things hidden away in drawers and boxes and bags and so on. For example, if you pull out this drawer, you see I've got probably about 20 different corsets for my cross-dressers, all different sizes, because as we know, girls come in all different shapes and sizes. There's a little bag from House of Priscilla, because I love shopping there and getting the maximum glamour, and a selection of some of the outfits, including bride dresses. We've got lots of sissy petticoats, really pretty frilly pink things like this gorgeous sissy dress in baby pink and white lace. And then I've even got things like the red PVC catsuit like Britney Spears, and school uniforms, both slutty and traditional, ballet tutus, office lady clothes, pretty much all different sorts of things, all different shapes and sizes. And as I said, there's much, much more packed away in drawers and boxes. And this horse is fantastic, this spanking horse. It's very comfortable. And I have another very long spanking horse you can just see from above there. And over here is the comfy bed. Now I do use it for bondage, but the thing it's often used for is for me. This is where I sleep when I'm doing my overnight sessions, nice and comfy. And the slave sleeps over there in the cell, locked away. So, I hope that's given you a bit of an idea about Carisbrook, and you get a feeling for how spacious and fun it is to play in. This is Mistress Servalan. Thanks a lot for coming on my tour. There I am. Bye.